It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Bengals and the Jets, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a touchdown.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Burrow throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 17 carries, 120 yards even.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Alexander. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Alexander. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Atkins. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That second down play nets a -4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now it's Burrow. Keeps himself in the end. The pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Alexander. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1st down, Atkins. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's what...
And now off to the races down the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
Bengals 14, Jets 10.
And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st down, Alexander. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Alexander over the middle, complete. It's Glover. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow will throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Up the middle they go. It's Atkins. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Alexander. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Alexander. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Harris. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Robinson up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Alexander, and that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Over the middle here to Brown. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Alexander steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here. And that winds up a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Alexander.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
That also a
career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Adkins. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Atkins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Burrow looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They find some open field here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And New York set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
There he goes left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Alexander. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down. Back to throw. Alexander. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Alexander. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Burrow and the Bengals
down by 2, a minute 16 remaining. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down.
Here's Burrow.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Burrow.
at the 30-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Burrow.
Open man is Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
On second down now, it's Atkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here comes second down at 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's third down and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Atkins, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Well, this ball game was close.